Thank you for joining me. I'm Juan, lead trader and founder of Prosperity Trade. In this video, I'm going to do a weekly watch list. Just stocks that I think are going to have some hype, things to look for, things that caught my radar or have a lot of attention. And I'm going to give my opinion on how I would play it if I was going to play it. You're going to want to watch this video. Okay, so let's start off with the most obvious stock that everybody's going to be playing on Monday, and that's DWAC. And that's the Trump SPAC or Trump Media SPAC. This thing went on a massive rip. It opened up in its 20s, 22, 24, dropped down all the way to 9, caught fire, and in one day finished at around 40, aftermarket in the 70s, and then spiked up all the way to 170. What I expect from this stock, I think there's going to be some hype pre-market. I think as soon as the market opens up at 4 in the morning, I think people are going to be trading this. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to be trading it, but that's usually what happens when there's this much hype. Usually people are waiting. They want to be the first ones at 4 in the morning, open it up, it'll send it spiking, and then I think it'll crash and kind of level out. And this is just my opinion. Any of these are always going to be people's opinions, but I'm basing it off of just past history. You know, history usually repeats itself. That's what I've seen with a lot of these hype stocks. They get all this hype and then 4 in the morning, it's going to spike up. I also expect there's a lot of people that bought here that lost a lot of money. It may spike up and then just turn over, but I do think that if there's nothing else spiking, I think that this may be in play tomorrow. It all depends if whatever the mass crowd decides to pump up, they may find another stock that's cheaper that they want to pump up. But this is going to spike. Then more than likely at 4 in the morning, it's going to spike, then retrace. Then all through pre-market, it'll kind of find a channel, consolidate. If you are going to play it, I would wait till the market opens and see if it formed a channel pre-market, meaning if it kind of found support, then resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. I would wait for pre-market to open. If it did form a channel, if it's just on a downtrend, on a massive downtrend, then just stay away from it. If it turns around, it turns around. But if it finds a channel and it finds between support and resistance before the market opens, that may be your opportunity. And that's called a pre-market breakout. A pre-market breakout, it finds support, then resistance, support, resistance, pre-market, support, resistance, support, resistance. As soon as the market opens, your entrance is the past resistance that it found that channel in. That's where you would enter. And your exit, like if your stop loss would be somewhere near the support if it hit that. That's how I would play it if I were going to play it. That would be the best move. Then the next stock is ticker symbol PHUN. This, I believe, was a sympathy play to DWAC. Usually when there's a supernova, people want to find another stock to play, and this was it. So this spiked up. It spiked up after hours here at 290, went all the way to 6. Then it had like that pre-market kind of breakout. See, if you look here, it kind of found resistance, support, and then actually the market opened, it started spiking up, and it just never looked back. Went all the way up to $24, and it's pretty much been on a downtrend since the spike. I would stay away from this. The only way I would play this is same thing, pre-market breakout. If it found a support resistance channel, but ever since this downtrend, it kind of caught a little spike here and then just been on a downtrend since then. This looks a little bit dangerous. This a little bit less predictable. Next stock that everyone is talking about is Netflix. Netflix has been hot right now. You see here, estimated earnings were $2.57. They blew it out by $3.19. That's a 24% surprise. Their revenues blew it out the water. They got the Squid Game that everybody loves, and it's been on an uptrend. If you're going to play this, I would say it's starting to get to the overextended point. If you're a long-term trader, obviously I'm talking about people that are swinging, people that just want short-term trades. If you're long-term bullish on this, then you don't really care. You're just going to hold for the next 5-10 years. But if you're a swing trader, I would look for this uptrend here, 674, you know, to possibly take in profit if you wanted to jump in. That's kind of the uptrend right now, but it's been on a strong uptrend. It's above moving averages, and it's got this, we got this little channel here that it's been bouncing off, you know, the support has been down here, resistance has been here. So I would expect it to get to, if it is going to continue the uptrend, I would expect it to get around 674 before it kind of pull back a little bit. And if we look at the weekly here, it's just all green candles. Like if you look at the past, like usually after that many green candles, you look here, it's going to have a little pullback. Here it had quite a bit of an uptrend. So it looks like it's due for a pullback, but it's had some strong news. But if you are bullish on it, if you are holding it, I would consider to start taking profit around 674 and 670 around there. Next, we have Nvidia and Nvda. If you're in this, again, this is also real strong uptrend. If you have options and you're swinging this, I would think around 239, 240, you may want to consider start taking profit and watch for a reversal after that. Other than that, it's still on a pretty strong uptrend. They did have decent earnings. Tesla, I think Tesla is due for a pullback. It's been on a strong uptrend especially since their earning. They beat earnings by 15%. You see here, it's hit the top of this uptrend and pulled back a little bit. So it's starting to hit the top of this uptrend. On the RSI, it's overextended. Stochastics is overextended. I expect a pullback soon. It's hitting past resistance. I wouldn't say short it either because Tesla is just so unpredictable. But it does seem overextended, and I really wouldn't touch it. And if it pulled back, a good entry for a swing would be around 844. If it dropped back all the way down to 844, there's a lot of support in 844 area, and that would be a decent play. So CFLT has been a pretty good play. It's had a lot of hype behind it. It seems like it's still going on an uptrend. If you're in this play, I would set a price target at around 75. I think would be a good price target. I think a good price target would be around 75 if you're going to get in this. But this one does look like it has potential to continue the uptrend. So CFLT, it seems like it's still in an uptrend on the daily, following this channel here and support and resistance. So I would say if you're in this, 74 would be a good price target for CFLT. And next ticker and last ticker that I expect some more movement on next week is Rblx. Rblx is coming close to major resistance. So if you're in this at 84, just know that there's going to be a lot of resistance in between 86 and the 90 area. So keep that in mind. If you're in this, there's a lot of resistance coming up if you wanted to take some partial profits if you're already in this before it turns around. So that was our weekly watch list. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and like, and see you on the next video.